What's going on, lads? Welcome back to Carefree TV. Time for Transfer Weekly 5. I apologise, I didn't do one last week because I just didn't think there was enough business going on, and I just couldn't really be bothered, if I'm being perfectly honest. I didn't think there was enough news to talk about and make a video about. But there's been developments in the last week. The last video I did was obviously after Val sign. I said, are we doing enough? Since then, we've really upped our game. We've signed Begovic. Very good signing, in my opinion. In my opinion, he's not as good as Czech, but I still think he's the second best backup goalie in the league. So if you think we had the best backup goalie in the league, sold him, and now we've got the next best backup goalie in the league. So in my opinion, no, absolutely fantastic business there. Very cheap, and he's homegrown as well, so no complaints. And what's even better is Van Hinkel's gone on loan, so we can finally see what he looks like in the Premier League. Because I'm telling you, I was really excited when we signed him. I thought he was, because I thought, from what I saw on YouTube pre-season, the few minutes which he did play for us, I thought he looked absolute quality. But obviously, his leg broke or whatever, so he couldn't play for us. But anyway, the big development, of course, is John Stones, who we bidded 20 million for. Now, a lot of you lot, probably a lot of people on either Twitter or YouTube or whatever, have seemed to think that 20 million is a lot for John Stones, the centre back who plays for Everton. And I'm here going to explain why he's costing so much. First of all, he's young. Every young player has got an extra sort of 10 million added onto their actual fee, and he's English. That's the main thing here, because we need English sort of blood, English sort of spine in our team, because we are an English club, and a lot of our supporters come from England, and I'm pretty sure, I feel more connected to the squad the more English players you've got in. So that's another reason. Also the homegrown thing. Also, what people don't realise is, people are saying, oh no, 30 million is way too much. But remember, this could be potentially, if we signed him this summer, we may not have to buy another centre back for 10 years. In my opinion, that's worth 30 million. Right now, is he worth 30 million? Not in a long shot. I'd say he's worth about 20. I'd say 20 million is about right for him now. But we're not buying him now. We're paying for the potential player which he could become. We're paying to see, look at Hazard. When we signed him for 32 million, I had never watched him play live. I'd seen him on YouTube. I heard his name. Didn't know him that well. I thought 32 million. That's a lot of money. A few years later, that fee's doubled. Same thing could happen to Stones. Plus, he can also play right back, and that's good because it just adds a bit more depth there, doesn't it? He's quick. He's composed on the ball. Absolute quality player, and also he will get games as well. People are saying, what about Zuma? They will get games. Cahill will drop off. Cahill always seems to have a little bad spell this season. John Terry cannot play 38 games again this season. I know I'm sounding a bit like Rafa Benitez when I say that, but there is no way he's going to be able to do that 2 years in a row, playing every single minute. So he's going to have to be rested. There is playing time there for Stones. I would definitely go for him. Another bid is expected in the next sort of 48 hours. Expected to be around 25 million if we could get him for that. Very, very good deal, in my opinion. Player obviously who's heading out, Felipe Luis. Never really been too keen on him myself. A lot of fans rate him quite highly. A lot of them don't at all. For me, unless we've got a backup left back lined up, I wouldn't sell him, to be fair, because he does a good job when he comes in. He's not an outstanding left back. He does get caught out of position quite a lot, but look, his crossing is superb. He can take free kicks. Very, very, very good backup to Dave at left back. So unless we've got someone lined up, I wouldn't actually sell him. But he's clearly got his heart set on a move back to Atletico, so I don't really want to get in the way of that. Obviously, talking of Atletico, we were in for Turan last video I did. He's fucked off to Barcelona. Don't ask about that whole transfer ban thing. I don't get it. I don't think anyone gets how they're signing players, and they're not even supposed to be allowed to sign players. So yeah, none of that really makes sense. Another player potentially arriving from La Liga, which we've had a lot of this week, is Pedro. Now, this for me is exciting. This is a sort of transfer which I want to see us make. He is a very good player, and I think that's an upgrade on what we had before. For me, it's an upgrade on Cuadrado, who's our current backup left wing, who looks like he's going to be staying. He's definitely better than Salah, definitely better than Moses. I think if we were to get Pedro in, for about, I think the talk is about 20 million. I think his buyout clause is. I think that'd be an excellent deal because Hazard will get tired, Oscar will get tired, William will get tired. All those three can interchange in positions. So if he has a quality player like Pedro to substitute in, because there's no guarantee. People are saying, "Oh, give Cuadrado a chance." There's no guarantee that he's going to be good next year. He could be the same as he was last year. So I think we do need another winger. Pedro does fit the bill quite nicely, and you know what? People calling him Barcelona reject. Fabregas and Alexis Sanchez were Barcelona rejects, and they were absolutely phenomenal last year. So I'm fine with signing Barcelona rejects if they're like says Fabregas. I personally don't see this deal happening though. I just think that somehow it's going to go wrong. I think that the new Barcelona president, because that's what it depends on, the presidential election at Barcelona. I reckon the president which wants to keep him will get in, and he won't be sold, or I reckon he might choose another English club. I heard Man United are interested in him, and I can see him going to Man United because obviously they can offer him more money because they've got no financial fair play restrictions for some reason. So yeah, I would love Pedro to sign, but I personally don't see it. Another transfer is Aaron Geese, Chilean guy. I don't know what the hell's going on with this, to be honest. I've heard some reports, actually two Chelsea YouTube channels actually. Chelsea fans channel seem to think that, you know, with just a slight interest, whereas 100% Chelsea have said the deal's been agreed. So I've no fucking clue what's going on there. Never seen the kid play, never heard of him before this transfer window. Can't even be bothered to YouTube him. From what I've heard, he's a good player, but you know what? I'm gonna have no say on it, because if I come here and pretending that I've, you know, watched every single game, you know, he's played for the next 4 years, and he turns out to be useless, I'm going to look stupid. And if I say he's terrible without even watching him, again, I'm going to look stupid. So I've just got to say, I've never seen him play, know absolutely nothing about the kid, other than his nickname, I think, is like the Prince or something. So yeah, leave me your thoughts on the transfer window down below. A lot of you last week in the comments were very, very convinced that Mourinho would sort it out, would start being more active. You've obviously been proved right. Remember, any transfer stories you want me to talk about for next week, leave them in the comments below. And also, I'm going to Community Shield, so if any of you are going to Community Shield, tell me down below. And I'm in the upper, I think. I got the 10 quid cheap junior ticket, so I'm literally top tier, top of the top tier in Wembley. So yeah, any of you near there, let me know as well. Also, you can follow me on Twitter now. I'll leave a link in the description. Keep the blue flag flying high. I'll see you next week if I can be bothered to make a video. Bye.